How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and I hope your guys' day is going great, because mine definitely is not. The Supra is now broken, the McLaren is still broken, and the Civic is still broken. The only one still running strong right now is the Mustang, and I guess the STI, but even then, its power steering pump is whining more than my supercharger is, so not a good day to be me. Today we're gonna see what is exactly wrong with the Supra. I have a pretty good idea of what it is, so we're gonna have to diagnose and see. Anyways, I have to get that car in the garage, which means I have to move this one. So let's play some car shuffling really quick, and let's get started. All right, I'm not sure if this one is going to start up nice today because it might have rained last night, and usually when it rains, the cold start is dog shit. So let's see. Not bad. All right. She's waking up. She's good, nice and healthy. All right, now to move the Supra. I already started taking it apart just so I can get a better listen to the noise, and I'll throw in that clip right here. But maybe you guys can hear it even under low speeds. Let's try to listen for it really quick. You'll just hear a clicking noise. Yeah, that's it right there. So we're gonna pull this in, and like I said, we're pretty sure we know what it is, but it could be a can of worms where it's one thing but also could be many things. All right, so as you heard, the car has a clicking noise that only gets worse with speed. It doesn't matter about RPM, so that's why we're not thinking it's the engine or anything like that. It could very well be the trans, but based on the little tests my boy Eric did yesterday, we're pretty sure it's the diff. Like I said, 99% sure. We know for sure that the diff is screwed, but there might be some other stuff as well. So we're gonna try to figure that out today. I have to jack this up, put it on some jack stands, and let's get to work. All right, I got the ass nice and high up in the air. We got it on jack stands. I'm gonna pull it off really quick. I don't think it's too hard, but I might need to run to Harbor Freight or Home Depot to grab some Allen head sockets. So I guess we'll see, but let me get under there and just start pulling it out. All right, so I got it out. It's a bit heavier than it looks. I don't know how heavy exactly, but that's a good 60 or so pounds, and I did it all by myself. So I haven't drained it yet, and I don't think I'm gonna use the drain bolt just because I know it's gonna be a mess anyways. Yeah, dude, this thing is fucking heavy. There we go. I just had to balance it on my foot for a second. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna pop off the face right here and then pour everything out into there. So it's gonna be nasty. Will it balance? Oh, there we go. Perfect. So let me get my tripod. And then we'll pop it open real quick. All right, this is probably gonna take me a second because I'm doing this by myself, but I'm gonna try to pop these off easily and then just open this bitch up. So let's see how torqued on these are. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, let me get a different wrench. All right, got the bolts all broken loose. Now it should be easy peasy. Now the messy part. All right, I think I got it cracked open. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I just really don't want to spill it, so there we go. Oh, there's a dowel. Okay, let's take a look. Well, I found why it wouldn't spin anymore. It's missing some good old teeth. Can't be missing teeth like that. That is missing multiple. Oh my god. That looks bad. Let me get it in the light so you guys can see it, but look at that. Holy shit. That's the noise I'm hearing. That makes sense. Well, here's the pieces that were stuck to the magnet. There's still more stuck to it. Few chunks, some smaller chunks. I mean, how many teeth are we missing? We're missing one full tooth, half a tooth, half a tooth, half a tooth. So a good 4 or 5 teeth are messed up, and that's only what I'm seeing on this side. There might even be more on the other side, but I don't know what to say, man. That's a first for me. So awesome. Good job, Supra. You sure know how to break yourself, you piece of shit. Now I have 2 broken shit boxes in my garage. So anyways, I guess let's just move on to the next thing. Today I'm installing something I never thought I would be installing on a car, and I've joked about them a million times, but not literally. Pool noodles. We're installing pool noodles today. Let me show you what they will do. And just for anyone wondering, I was holding it like this right there. So yeah, now you know what happens behind the scenes. Anyways, so here we see my Mustang, and the bumper's a little saggy. You guys might have seen this hack on TikTok and other stuff. I recently saw it and I was like, wow, I've been wondering forever how to fix this droopy face. And today we're going to be doing that. So I have a skinny pool noodle. I have a thick boy over here. It was on the McLaren, but it rolled off. And the Supra has even worse sag than the Mustang. The Mustang, since I've had it so long over the years, I've tried my best to try to get it a little bit better. But I mean, you can see right here, it is drooping a little bit. It is really bad up here. Like it's not supposed to look like that. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to look. And I also hope that this will kind of like pick it up off the floor a little bit, because the car is pretty low. The Supra, however, is even worse. The Supra on this side, headlight looks good. Not really a gap there. Looks great. For whatever reason, this side, Droopy McGee over here, I mean, I could stick my finger in there. That's horrible. So we're gonna pop both fascias off. We're gonna start with the Mustang because that one is sort of easier. Not really with all of the air ducting that I've installed. And I hope it doesn't mess with that too much, because it will be raising the bumper a little bit anyway. So hopefully it doesn't mess with that too much. Hopefully everything still fits. But ultimately, we're gonna fix that. Depending on the car, this can also work with a rear bumper. None of my rear bumpers are really droopy like that. My cars don't have a saggy ass, so we're just gonna do a facelift on it, and hopefully everything goes smooth. So let's get started. I gotta jack this piece of shit up. All right, the car's in the air. There's a couple 10 millimeters, a couple clamps or little clips right there, and then a couple 10 millimeters on each side. And for my car, I have the under tray and everything, so I have to do that, but it'll be quick. Let's get this one off. All right, so here's how my car looks with the bumper off. This hack, mod, whatever you want to call it, is really simple. We're pretty much just gonna put a piece on this. We're just gonna cut it so it just sits on that slit. We're gonna zip tie it and then toss back on the bumper, see how it fits, and make adjustments from there. This bumper isn't sagging too bad, so I might start off with the small piece, and if I need to, I'll go to the big piece. But I don't want to start with the big piece and then cut it down to a small piece. That sounds stupid. So let me go ahead and get this fitted up, and we'll test fit it and see how it is. So this is how I decided to go about it. Obviously I have this hose clamp right here holding on this piece, so I can't use one piece. I just split it in the middle. One zip tie, at least for now. I mean, it's not going anywhere, and the weight of the bumper will hold it down. I think that this will be good enough. I think it will. I was debating on putting some extra that I had back here to maybe just bump up the back a little bit too, but this sticks up slightly above it. So I think we're good. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna try test fitting the bumper, and I guess we'll see how it fits. Okay, so as you can see, I need to use less foam. The bumper's not supposed to sit like that. That looks stupid, so I gotta cut that in half. It's a good thing we didn't start with the big piece. So let's just start playing around and see what works. All right, so I just took a chunk out of it, just like a quarter of it, and that's how much lower it sits, which I think will be perfect. As you can see, that's the difference. So yeah, we should be good there. So with the chopped pieces, it fits a lot better. It's still got a little bit of a slope, but I think if I put the grill in, it'll hold it down. So I'm just gonna test fit a couple bolts really quick, and I guess we'll see how it fits. I might have to chop a little bit more, not much, but a little bit. Okay, so here's how it looks right now. It looks a bit smaller. The headlight gap definitely closed up, and the angle here is smaller. It's still there, but it is smaller. The other side as well, a little bit smaller. I think what my main issue is I don't have wheel liners, not yet, and I don't know if I even could run it with some of the reservoirs and shit. But if I got a wheel liner and it pulled this out a little bit, it might make a difference. But it's honestly, I think it's just the angle of the car and the grill. The way the grill is set up, I don't know if you guys can see in there, but it has a gap anyways. I don't think there's a way to boost this part up, the front. Like that's not possible. It's not going to do that. So I think I'm going to leave it like this for now. It looks better. It's not a night and day difference, but it does look better. I also think once the foam relaxes a little bit and it gets more of a natural shape, I think it'll look a lot better. But this one's done. Let's see if we could do this one. Okay, so I don't know if it's placebo, but it definitely seems to be sitting better. The bumper looks more level just throughout the whole car. So honestly, not a major success, but I will deem this one a success. I'll pull it in the street so you guys can get a better look. But it also looks like it's further off the floor, which is exactly what I wanted. Alright, so here it is in the sun. The bumper does seem like it's raised a little bit, not much, maybe a 1/4 inch. It's not a huge change or anything like that. But the gaps look more even. The headlight doesn't look super saggy. There's not a gigantic gap, at least not like the Supra. This side looks just as good. I'd honestly say it's a success. I think the gap is still there, but I don't know if that's not supposed to be there, honestly. I've never had this car and had it not there, so it is what it is. Okay, so with the Supra, I'm just gonna focus on this side. I mean, let me look at the panel gaps. It's a little droopy. It's not really bad. I don't think there really has an option because I think there's bolts all the way up there. But yeah, right here for some reason it's just like super droopy. So I'm gonna try to focus on that side. I might even just use like one of these little pieces and just call it a day. But I gotta get this off, so let's just fast forward this. And there we go, bumpers off. And immediately I could tell why this side is sagging, so I know the fix. I don't have to use a pool noodle across the whole center. If we look right here, this support is really close to the headlight. This one is not. I don't want to say it's the headlight because the headlights look fine. I think this core support might not be bolted in completely, so I'll inspect it. It doesn't look like it really moves. I mean, the headlight's bolted in there. It's bolted in all the normal spots. So all I'm gonna do is maybe throw some thin foam in there and then just call it a day. I think that's all it really needs. This bumper wasn't that bad, so this should be a quick and easy fix. All right, so what I ended up doing was using a small section right under the headlight right here. But the most difficult thing is, oh, you can kind of see it too, maybe a little bit. Oh no, you can't. Okay, good. I was glad you can't see any green. The most difficult thing is the way that the bumper is supposed to connect is there's supposed to be a little C-clip underneath the headlight that will literally hold it to the headlight. I'm not going to be able to mimic that, so I'm gonna have to look online and try to order that. But the gap is definitely smaller and it looks a lot better. It's a lot smaller, a lot better. The bumper just seems to fit a lot better. I'm not even done bolting it up, but it looks a lot nicer than it did when we first started. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower down the car, get it nice and washed up, and I think we're gonna go to a car meet tonight. So I'll see you there.